President of ExxonMobil Guyana, Alistair Routledge, on Tuesday said he was sorry for the disciplinary action now facing the government's senior petroleum coordinator, Gupnath Gusai, over what the government has said is his unauthorized and unsanctioned engagement with the company. The Ministry of Natural Resources recently revealed that Gusai was the one who engaged in discussions with ExxonMobil and reduced the US $214 million in questionable spending by its local subsidiary from 1999 to 2017 to US $3 million.
I feel very sorry for Mr. Gusai. I feel he's been somewhat caught in the middle. He was working diligently and in support of the process, and unfortunately, clearly the right paperwork hadn't got to the right people, and he's been left carrying that. But I think he's worked diligently and with the best of intent.
The government has since said that the local authority to deal with the audit findings and spending is the Guyana Revenue Authority. During a press conference on Tuesday at the company's Kingston, Georgetown headquarters, Routledge said he looks forward to an amicable resolution outside of arbitration. He told reporters that ExxonMobil Guyana is in support of more regular and on-time audits, noting that the issues raised now and the confusion surrounding the audit for the period 1999 to 2017 are due to the length of time taken before the audit was done.
We'll follow the process through. My distinct desire is not to need to go to arbitration. I don't think that helps either side, because it should be fairly clear what the rules are around what's acceptable and what's not, and do you have the documentation to support it. So to me, it's really a last resort if we end up in arbitration. We shouldn't.
While this audit addresses a cost recovery of $1.6 billion, the second audit on the way for the period 2018 to 2020 looks at a cost recovery of $7.2 billion. Routledge reminded that while the first audit kicked off in 2019, it goes back more than 20 years, and it was also started under a different government. He explained that while the audit process is normal for ExxonMobil with internal processes and audits by its co-venturers ongoing, there was some confusion about which agency in government was handling the audits. He said ExxonMobil was providing additional documentation it had retrieved from its archives to Gusai without knowing that those documents should have gone to the GRA.
We've indicated to the government we're ready to undertake the audits any time. In the more recent production licenses, we actually provided funds to support capacity building in auditing. So the government, and that's what the government did with the 2018-20 audit. They used some of those funds, I understand, in order to bring on board some of the local companies with an international company to build capacity for the future to be able to audit on a more regular basis using local companies.
To avoid a recurrence of this, Routledge proposes that all stakeholders catch up on the auditing process and said there is need to get on a regular cycle of auditing every year. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.